If you're chosen, there will come a time when the normal layers start to fall away, showing the extraordinary truth that's been hiding beneath. You've felt it in your gut, a stirring that tells you that you are not just another person in the crowd. You have always known but couldn't explain that you are unique and have a reason bigger than what the world has told you. Now is the time to fully embrace it. You are the chosen one, and it's time to show it. Those who have felt the call and know they are here for something more than the everyday cycles of life are the ones this message is meant for. You are listening to these words right now for a reason. This is not a coincidence. This is the universe speaking directly to you. There are no accidents on the journey of a chosen one. Before we go any further, I want you to stay with me until the end of this message. Watch the whole video and let your inner self awaken to the truth that is being revealed to you. In the comments, I want you to write your warmest wishes and the number 99. Let this be a message to the universe that you are ready to receive and are ready to align with the energy of manifestation. As the saying goes, what you send out into the world returns to you. Declaring your wish is more than just asking. It sets things in motion that can't be stopped. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Now, let's get back to the message that has been waiting for you. There have always been people in this world who were different and were born with a purpose that wasn't meant to be hidden. There have been people whose spirits burned brighter and whose lives had meaning beyond what they could immediately understand. Some people knew their calling from birth, while others had to go through trials, challenges, and awakenings before they could see their destiny. You are one of those people. You have always been. The signs were there, even if you didn't see them at the time. Maybe you were the one who never fit in, the one who saw the world differently than everyone else. You may have been misunderstood. You may have even had doubts about yourself. But the truth stayed the same. You were meant to stand out because you were meant to lead and guide others to bring something that only you can offer. You have felt the energy shifting and known that the world is not what it seems to be, and that there are forces at play that you can't see. You have realized that your thoughts, the energy you give off, and the choices you make are shaping your reality in ways you didn't fully understand before. This is the awakening of a chosen one, the realization that you are not just existing, but creating, manifesting, and having an effect on everything that is. But there is more you need to understand. Just because you were picked doesn't mean your trip will be easy. In fact, those who are picked often face the biggest problems. You may have gone through times of deep struggle, feeling alone, and like no one else could understand your path. This wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The hard times you've been through were never meant to break you. They were meant to make you stronger and more like the person you are meant to become. Every setback, every moment of doubt has been a part of your transformation. The fire you have walked through was not meant to destroy you, but to burn away all that is not truly you. What remains is your essence, your pure, unstoppable self. The being who has been waiting beneath the layers of conditioning, fear, and limitation. You are no longer bound by the illusions of the world. You are stepping into your true identity. The time for hiding is over. The time for waiting is over. You do not need to seek permission to be who you are. You do not need the approval of those who do not understand your purpose. You are here to step forward in your full power, to embrace the calling that has been placed within you from the beginning. You are not here by accident. Your gifts, your insights, your very presence are needed in this world. Many will not understand you, and that is okay. Not everyone is meant to walk this path, but those who are meant to see will see. Those who are meant to hear will hear. You do not need to convince anyone of your truth. You only need to embody it, live it, speak it, act upon it. When you fully step into your light, the energies of this time will be known. Old ways are breaking down to make room for something new. The universe is calling out those who are ready, those who are willing to rise above the noise and claim their true power. You are one of these people. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. Let go of any doubts or weight. It's time to show the world who you really are. You have always known in your heart that you are the chosen one, and everyone is waiting for you to take the next step in your journey. This is just the start of our journey. As we go deeper, you will find even more truths that will change how you see yourself and your purpose. But for now, let this message sink in. Let it awaken something that has been dormant for too long. You are not alone. You were never alone. You are part of something bigger, something vast, and something powerful that is moving and lining up everything to bring you to this very moment. Trust it, embrace it, step forward, and reveal the truth. Awakening isn't a single event. It's a trip or unfolding that happens in layers, revealing itself when the time is right. If you're here now, it's because the next layer is ready to be revealed. The call you feel inside is getting stronger and won't go away. The universe is telling you to take the next step towards your purpose. This is the path of the chosen one, and while it may seem strange at times, it is the path you were always meant to take. The moment of recognition has already happened within you. There was a shift, this realization that you are not here to just exist, but to bring something important to the world, something it has been waiting for. But this realization is only the beginning. With it comes responsibility, and with responsibility comes the need to understand more. You may have thought about why you've always felt different, and why the world around you often seems far away or strange. This is because your energy is at a different level. You have been in touch with something beyond the normal, with forces that most people would call imaginary, but you know it's more than that. You have felt the invisible, connecting people, events, and results in ways that don't make sense. Your sensitivity is not a flaw, it's a gift. It's what makes you a chosen one. Your presence in this world is not by chance. You carry like a wave, your thoughts, feelings, and intentions ripple outward, changing reality in ways you are only just starting to understand. That's why you need to be aware and deliberate on your journey. As a chosen one, you don't just watch life happen, you shape it. Every thought you have, every word you speak, and every action you take has power. But with great power comes the need for clarity. The universe doesn't respond to doubt or confusion. It responds to certainty and conviction. That's why the path of the chosen one often starts with work on the inside. Before you can change the outside world, you have to make sure that your mind, heart, and spirit are in sync. Realize that the fears that are whispering to you are remnants of an old self that no longer serves your purpose. The conditioning you received from the world was meant to make you forget who you are. Society often brushes off the unseen, the intuitive, and the mystical, teaching people to focus on the material, measurable, and tangible. But you have always known there is more. You have felt the energy of a room before anyone spoke, and you could tell when something important was about to happen by the way the atmosphere changed. These are not coincidences. These are signs that you are in touch with the deeper parts of reality. As a chosen one, your presence alone can change people. You may have noticed that some people are drawn to you without knowing why, while others may feel uncomfortable around you. This is because your energy challenges the illusions and upsets the status quo. People cling to you. Those who are ready for the truth will feel safe and inspired around you. Those who aren't will push back, and some may even be mean. Don't take this personally. It's not about you. It's about the energy you carry. Your journey needs guts. Sometimes the enormity of what you are here to do will make you feel like you can't handle the weight of your purpose. When that happens, remember that you were chosen because you are capable. The world doesn't make mistakes. You do not need to look for strength outside of yourself. It has always been there, waiting for you to draw it out. The way of a chosen. When you're alone, especially at the start, you learn to hear the voice of your soul without the noise of the outside world getting in the way. You also learn to trust your intuition to tell the difference between the noise of fear and the guidance of truth. This inner training is very important because as your impact grows, you will have to stand firm in what you know, even when other people question or challenge you. The challenges you face are not problems, they are opportunities to grow. Every test, every hard time, and every moment of doubt is a chance to show yourself that you are ready for the next part of your task. The universe doesn't test you to break you, it tests you to make you stronger. Every time you face your fears and believe your path, you gain new levels of power. One of the most important things you need to understand is that you are a co-creator of reality. The universe responds to your energy, focus, and intentions. That's why having a clear sense of your mission is so important. When you are fully committed to your mission, the universe moves in miraculous ways. Synchronicities happen, opportunities arise, and people who are drawn to you are drawn to you. This isn't luck, it's alignment. Your mission, while deeply personal, is not just for you. You are here to contribute to a greater awakening and help others remember their own power and purpose. You shouldn't hide the light you carry. Instead, you should use it to bring out the light in other people. It's not necessary to preach or persuade. Your presence, your actions, and being true to yourself will do more than words ever could. As you walk this path, remember that the universe's energy is on your side. You are supported in ways you can't always see but can always feel. The help you need is always available. The signs, synchronicities, and intuitive nudges are all the universe's way of talking to you. Trust them and act on them. As you trust more, the guidance becomes clearer. There will be times when you doubt yourself and old fears try to come back. In those times, ground yourself in what you already know about yourself and remind yourself of the journey you've already taken and the changes you've already gone through. The fact that you are reading this message shows that you are ready. As a chosen one, you are not awakening to become someone you are not. Instead, you are awakening to remember who you have always been. The power, wisdom, and purpose have always been inside you. Now is the time to fully embody them so you can step forward without hesitation and claim your place in the unfolding transformation of this world. Stay with this journey. There is more to come, more to uncover, and more to activate. This path is not linear. It spirals deeper and deeper into the truth of your being with each step. The road of the chosen one is holy and powerful, and it unfolds in mysterious and deep ways. If you are here now, it means you answered the call, whether you are aware of it or not. The energy that brought you here is not a coincidence. The universe doesn't waste its power on random events. Everything that has led you to this point has been divinely planned. The message you are about to receive is another key to unlocking the truth that lies dormant within you. It's time to go deeper, to break through what you have been taught, and to embrace who and what you really are. Being picked isn't about being better or more important. It's about taking responsibility. You were chosen because you have a frequency that resonates with higher truths inside you. This frequency is like a beacon pointing you towards your better purpose, and also sending out signals that affect the people around you, even if you are not aware of it. Your very presence affects their energy fields. When you walk into a room, you change the mood. Some people may feel inspired, energized, or uplifted. Your energy can make people feel uncomfortable or even scared because it breaks through blocks, brings out dormant parts in people, and brings out hidden truths. But with this power comes the need to master it. A chosen one who isn't aware of their influence can cause chaos, not because they want to, but because they don't understand it. That's why your awakening is so important. You need to go from unconscious influence to conscious intention impact. You need to become the master of your energy, thoughts, and emotions. Only then can you fulfill the purpose you were chosen. The conditioning of the world has worked hard to keep you asleep from a young age. You were told what to think, how to act, and what to believe. The systems of society are designed to suppress the inner knowing that naturally resides within you. You were taught to look outside yourself for answers, for validation, for purpose. But now as you awaken, you realize that everything you need is already within you. The wisdom, the guidance, the strength. It has always been there waiting for you to remember. This remembering is not an intellectual exercise, it is an energetic activation. You feel it more than you think it. It emerges as a deep knowing, an unshakable sea certainty that transcends logic. When you encounter truth, your body responds. Goosebumps, shivers, a sense of resonance that you cannot explain but cannot deny. This is your soul. Recognizing what the mind struggles to understand, the mind, conditioned by years of societal programming, may resist it, may try to rationalize, dismiss, or doubt, but the soul knows, the soul remembers, and now the soul is calling you to step beyond the limitations of the mind. As a chosen one, you are not here to live by the rules of the old paradigm. The old world operated on fear, scarcity, and control. It taught people to believe they were small, powerless, and disconnected. But you have seen through the illusion, at some level, that you are not a mere observer of reality. You are a creator of it. The energetic matrix that supports physical existence reacts to your thoughts, feelings, and intentions. This is why it's so important to control yourself. If you don't take charge of your inner world, the outside world will. The journey of mastery starts with awareness. You need to be very aware of your thoughts and feelings, but not from a place of judgment. Instead, you should be curious and clear about them. Gratitude, faith, and love all send out frequencies. Fear sends out a low frequency that makes it hard to move, high sounds that spread out. The world doesn't just respond to words, it responds to vibration. You can say positive affirmations all day, but if your energy is still filled with doubt, the results will show that. When you truly believe in your desires and feel like they have already come true, the universe must respond in kind. This is the law of resonance. But mastery is more than just the mind, it includes the body and spirit as well. Your body isn't just a container, it's an antenna that sends and receives energy all the time. Your intuitive nudges, those sudden feelings of fear or excitement, are messages from your energetic self. Learn to trust these signs over those from your rational mind. You can question them, but the soul talks through feelings and the subtle language of energy. For the next part of your trip, you need to fully become your true self. This means taking off the masks you've worn to fit in, be liked, and avoid being judged. The world has taught you to fit in and dim your light, so other people don't feel uncomfortable. But as a chosen one, you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to shine, to stand out and show others the way. Your light isn't meant to be hidden, it's meant to show others the way. This doesn't mean you have to look for praise or acceptance. When you live authentically and your actions are in line with your soul's purpose, you become magnetic. People will be drawn to your energy, not because you're trying to convince them, but because truth has its own undeniable power. Authenticity is the currency of the soul. As you move deeper into your purpose, you will face resistance. This resistance may come from within as old fears and doubts come to the surface, or it may come from without as others question, criticize, or oppose you. Resistance means you are leaving your comfort zone and stepping into new levels of power and influence. The forces that want to keep the old paradigm in place will fight your awakening because it threatens the status quo. But remember that light always wins over darkness and truth always dissolves illusion. You need to stay firmly rooted in what you know and unwavering in your commitment. The road ahead may seem uncertain at times, but remember that you are never alone. The universe, the unseen forces of support, and the collective energy of other awakened souls are with you. Synchronicities will happen more often, signs will appear, and your intuition will get stronger. These are not random events, they are confirmations that you are on the right track. Pay attention to these signs, trust them, and follow them. Your purpose, while different from everyone else's, is to bring more light, truth, and alignment into the world. How you fulfill this purpose will be shown to you step by step. You don't need to see the whole path, you just need to take the next step. The journey will unfold as you walk it. The important thing is to trust the process, stay open, and act with courage. Courage doesn't mean not being afraid, it means feeling afraid and going ahead anyway. It means speaking your truth even when your voice shakes and even when people laugh at or misunderstand you. The strength you seek is already inside you, forged in the challenges you have already overcome. Think back to the times in your life when you thought you couldn't go on, but you did. Those times were training grounds for the mission that lies ahead of you. Now is the time to let go of the past, the pain, the doubt. You no longer need the old stories of limitations. Instead, think of them as weights that have held you back. If you're stuck on the ground, picture yourself cutting those cords one by one until you can rise. Feel the freedom. For the growth, you are the liberation, an endlessly powerful divine being on a mission of great importance. The world needs you now more than ever. The planet's energies are shifting and old structures are falling apart, and people are looking for truth, guidance, and hope. Your light, presence, and example can be the beacon that helps others find their way through this change. Do not underestimate your impact. One candle can light many others without losing its own flame. You are that candle and that light. Take a bold step forward. The time for hiding and questioning is over. This is your moment and your mission. The world is waiting for you to show who you really are. The journey of the chosen one continues, and it's even deeper and more profound than you could have imagined. You have crossed the threshold, stepped beyond the illusions of the ordinary world, and begun to feel the power that lies within this awakening. But this is only the beginning. The path ahead requires unwavering commitment. Being constantly self-aware and open to truths that may go against everything you thought you knew is key. You are not just waking up. You are being reborn into the fullness of your being, and as a chosen one, you have the responsibility to walk the path of mastery. You are born with a sacred design encoded in your soul that contains your purpose, gifts, and mission. You don't need to find it. You just need to remember it. The world taught you to look outside of yourself for answers, to authorities, to social structures, but your truth is not in books or doctrines. It's in the deepest part of your being where you know everything. The answers you're looking for have always been there, waiting for you to finally turn inward and listen. To listen to this inner guidance, you need to be still. The world's constant noise is meant to keep you from seeing your true self. news on social media fun. These things aren't necessarily bad, but they can become traps that pull you away from your center. If you want to walk the path of the chosen one, you must reclaim your mental and energetic sovereignty. This means being very careful about what you let into your mind and protecting your energy like it's a priceless treasure, because that's what it is, your most valuable asset. Your energy is the currency of creation, and every thought, emotion, and intention sends ripples through the quantum phi. If you let fear, doubt, or anger take over your energy, you will create a world that matches those patterns. If you focus on gratitude, love, and faith, the universe will respond with experiences that match these high states. This is not wishful thinking, it's quantum mechanics. Energy responds to energy. Your mind is a tool, but it's not your master. The mind, after years of programming, will often fight your awakening. It will cling to old patterns even if they cause you pain. This is the ego's way of staying in charge. It fears the unknown because it can't control what it doesn't understand. As you step into your power, the ego may rebel by bringing up thoughts of unworthiness, fear, or skepticism. Identify these thoughts for what they are. Illusions. The old paradigm casts shadows on your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that sees them. To control your mind, you have to keep practicing. When you sit in stillness and focus on your breath, you start to separate yourself from your mind's chatter. You make space between yourself and your thoughts, which lets the deeper voice of your soul come through over time. This practice will sharpen your intuition, raise your awareness, and strengthen your connection to universal intelligence. But meditation alone isn't enough. You also need to practice conscious living, which means being present in every moment and fully engaging with the her. Your power is in the present moment. When you become fully present, your energy condenses, becoming more potent and focused. It is in this state of presence that miracles happen, synchronicities unfold, and manifestations speed up. As a chosen one, you have probably experienced synchronicities, those events that seem to happen at random but can't be explained logically. These are not random occurrences, they are messages from the universe letting you know you are on the right path. When you keep seeing the same numbers, pay attention to these signs. You may see or hear certain symbols or messages that speak to you deeply without realizing that you are being led. There are patterns in the world that talk to us through the language of energy. Trust these messages even when your mind tries to fight them. Trust is an important part of your trip. The logical mind wants to know for sure, but the chosen one's path needs faith. Faith isn't just believing something, it's an inner knowing that goes beyond logic. It's trusting that the universe is on your side and that everything is working out for your best, even when things look crazy. This trust lets you let go of the need to control every result. Giving up doesn't mean being passive. It means letting go of resistance, going with the flow of life, and moving based on your gut feelings instead of your fears. People often get the power of surrender wrong. People think that being in charge means being strong, but real power comes from being able to change your mind. Ability to adapt and align. Imagine a tree in a storm. A stiff tree breaks under the weight, but a flexible tree bends and stays alive. As a chosen one, you must learn to surrender not to outside forces, but to the wisdom of your own soul. Your soul sees beyond the mind's limitations. It knows the way even when the mind can't understand it. To follow your soul's guidance, you must be humble. The ego loves getting labels and approval. It may be tempting to think that your awakening makes you better than others, but avoid this urge. Real mastery comes with humility, which means knowing that your gifts are not just for you, but for everyone. Your presence, your words, and your deeds have the power to lift others. The chosen one doesn't serve out of duty, but out of love. Inspire and heal, but remember that this power is stronger when used with humility and kindness. The time is now. The forces of change are at their highest. The old world is ending and the new one is beginning. Stand in your power. Tell the truth. Don't be afraid to shine your light. You have been picked and your time has come. The awakening is over, but the journey still goes on. Walk forward with courage, clarity, and an open heart, and know that the world will always be with you.